Let's take this case study to understand working capital computation. We have X Limited where the budgeted sales is 700,000 per annum. Its cost as a percentage of sales are available. Raw material 20%, direct labor 35%, overheads are 15%. Then we have the information that raw materials are carried in stock for a period of 2 weeks and finished goods are held in stock before sale for 3 weeks. X Limited is taking 4 weeks credit from suppliers and gives 8-week credit to its customers. So the credit given to customers are 8 weeks. If both overheads and production are incurred evenly throughout the year, what is X Limited total working capital requirement? Okay, assume 4 weeks work in progress. Now this is a problem where you are given information about sales, your cost of production, cost of sales, the components, raw material, direct labor, overheads, and you are asked to find out what is the working capital requirement. Now, what do we mean by working capital? When we say working capital, it is basically current asset minus current liability. Now, in this problem, what are the current assets we have? We have raw material, we have work in progress, we have finished goods, and we also have debtors. What are the current liabilities? The current liabilities are creditors. Now, what information we have regarding raw material? Raw material question says 2 weeks of raw materials are maintained. Work in progress is 4 weeks. Then finished goods, how many weeks? It's around 3 weeks, right? Finished goods is around 3 weeks. What about debtors? Debtors is 8 weeks and creditors are 4 weeks. So we have all the information in periods. It means we should find out the value of these items for these many periods. Now, how do I find out raw material holding period? I know what is raw material consumed per annum, or I can find out what is the raw material consumed per annum, and I understand that is for 52 weeks. I am interested in finding what is the raw material for 2 weeks. So what I have to do? I have to take raw material consumed per annum multiplied by 2 divided by 52. That is, I have to do simple cross multiplication, so I get to know what is my raw material stock. Then, how do we find out work in progress? Work in progress is something where your production is happening and your production process time, what is given is 4 weeks. Now, in this production, you will have raw material, you will have direct labor, you will also have overheads. The question is whether all these factors are there throughout for 4 weeks or not. See, raw material always have to be fed in the beginning. That is, at start point itself, raw material will go. It means we can conclude that raw material equivalent to 4 weeks will be in work in progress. But when it comes to direct labor, and your other overheads, it may not happen so that you deploy them for entire 4 weeks. So what we can assume is it is deployed on an average at say 50%. So this work in progress will have raw material for 4 weeks, direct labor and overheads deployed for 4 weeks but on an average of 50%. So if we can find out those respective values, then automatically we will get work in progress. What about finished goods? For finished goods, I have to find out cost of sales. If cost of sales is for 1 full year, which is 52 weeks, what is for 3 weeks? Now by doing this cross multiplication, I get to know what is my finished goods. How do I find out debtors? It is simple. I know what is sales per annum, which is 700,000. This is for 52 weeks. I have to find out what is for 8 weeks. Do a simple cross multiplication, that would give you debtors. Then creditors, I am linking it with the raw material consumed per annum. So if I know what is the raw material consumed per annum, assuming it equal to as raw material purchase, if that is for 52 weeks, find out what is for 4 weeks. So automatically you get to know what is your creditors. Okay, so let's capture this. So first we should know what is the annual cost, that is raw material, annual cost, direct labor and overheads. So let's capture that. Raw material information in the question says it is 20% of sales. So 700,000 into 20%, you have 140,000. Then direct labor is 35% and the value is so much, 245,000. Then you have overheads and it is 15%, its value is 105,000. So if you add all this, you would get 490,000. So this is going to be your cost of sales. Okay, so now we'll move on to working capital requirement. How we are going to find out the working capital that is required. To start with raw material, stock of raw material, what we have understood is this 140,000 is for 52 weeks. What is for 2 weeks? So 140 divided by 52 into 2, or 140 into 2 divided by 52, and what we get is 5385. Then comes work in progress. Work in progress will have all the 3 elements, but raw material will be there for entire 4 weeks, whereas direct labor and overheads will be on an average for 4 weeks. It's equivalent to 2 weeks. So we take material, 4 weeks material. 140 is for 52. What is for 4? So its value is 10,769. Then comes labor. You have 245,000. 245,000, that is for 52 weeks. What is for 4 weeks? Then we have to multiply that with 1 by 2, indicating 50% assumption. Okay, so you get the value as 9423. Then overhead, same, 105,000 is for 52 weeks. What is for 4 weeks? And multiplied by 1 by 2, 50%, you get 4038. Now total this, take it to the outer column, you have 24,230. So that's your work in progress. Okay, then you have finished goods. So what happens in finished goods? This 490,000 is for 52 weeks. What is for 3 weeks? So 490 divided by 52 into 3, you get 28269. Then comes your debtors. Debtors is linked with sales. Sales of 700,000 is for 52 weeks. What is for 8 weeks? And you get 107692. Now if you total this, you get to know what is your total assets. Then we have to subtract the creditors. Creditors is linked with the raw material consumed. 140,000 is for 52 weeks. What is for 4 weeks? And the value is 10,769. So now we have to add all the 4, subtract this creditors. So the difference is nothing but working capital required, and it works out to 154,807. Okay, the total working capital requirement is 154,807.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.